And welcome back, CSC 151, Computer Applications. In this video, we're going to go over lists. So what are lists? Well, lists are essentially just variables, but they're variables that have more than one thing in it. So instead of doing, x equals this, y equals this, I'm just going to only have the x. And you know what I'm going to have? I'm going to start with these square brackets. So start of my list, end of my list. So if I have a 10, and then a comma, then a 20, then a comma, then a 30, and a comma, so on and so forth, what I essentially have right here is I have a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things. And just to prove a point, I will print it out. I'll print out X. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I wanted to hit that button. There we go. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things in it. And I can do the same thing, but, instead with, names. So this is, with text. So I don't know, this is Alice, this is Bob, this is Charlie, this will be, I don't know, Danny. And this would also be, I don't know, Eric. And hit play. There we go. Bob, Charlie, Alex, Danny, so on and so forth. And I can even switch it, mix and match it up if I really wanted to. There's a 20. There's, I don't know, that's where the 40 position was. Hit execute. And there we go. I have Alice, 20, Charlie, 40, Eric. It's just very simple. I can store multiple things inside these situations. Why? Why would I want to do that? Well, because I could, in theory, pick only specific parts of something. So, let's say I wanted to only pick the first item. Okay, well, I don't have to just simply print X. I can print X, and then in those square brackets, I can pick something specific. So let me just print out the first item. So if we look at that, there's X, square bracket, 1, end square bracket. And I'll get the 20. Now, you're probably looking at that going, wait, why is that the 20? The 20 is the second item. Well, that's because here's the way the computer counts. The first item is 0. The second item is 1. The third is 2, 4, 3, 4, so on and so forth. So if I really wanted to get Alice, I need to pick the 0 of X. And there we go. There's Alice right there. Now, if I wanted to get, 0 through, through 2, I could do 0 colon 2 inside those square brackets, and I'd wind up with Alice and 20, because there's the start point Alice at 0, there's the 20 at the 1, and Charlie was the 2. And since Charlie is the end point, Charlie doesn't count. So I got Alice and 20. If I want to include Charlie, I need to go to 3. Alice, Charlie, 20. There it goes. And I can, have a start point and an end point. So if I look at this, let me just space this out here just so we can see it even a little bit better. So there we go. I have X, but I have the bracket, and there's my start point. There's my colon. Colon indicates a range, much like how it did in Excel. And there's my end point. There's the end of my list. Now, I think with it all spaced out like that, I don't think this will work, but... Oh, no, it still does. So even with all these giant spaces in between, it understands what I'm talking about. So yeah, I have my item, and I have my item as a list. And I've just grabbed specifically the start point to my end point, but only that part of the list, so on and so forth. And we're going to show off the same kind of example with strings in the next video. But that's a list. A list is simply something that has more than one item inside of it. And you can add to a list, you can delete from a list. We'll go over stuff like that at a later point in time. But Thank you very much, and you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next video where we're going to be working on the positions and really messing around the positions of these lists. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.